Hello and welcome to JNC Better Living's Rooted Yoga. Today's practice is a chair yoga practice, and all you need is a mat and a chair that you can sit on and plant your feet on the floor and maybe a couple blocks. Let's go ahead and get started here. We're going to sit down, plant our feet, and make sure that our ankles are right under our knees. Sit up nice and tall and align your shoulders right over your hips. Let's start by just taking a couple breaths and tuning in. Breathing in and out through your nose, maybe closing your eyes for a moment. Trying to create equal breaths, inhales and exhales of 3 or 4 or 5 counts. Whatever feels good for you today. Good, breathing in and breathing out. Maybe taking hands to heart center now and setting an intention for this practice. Maybe an intention of gratitude. Breathing in and filling yourself with awareness of all of your blessings and beautiful surroundings. And exhale, gratitude for everything that's beautiful in your life. Focusing here only on the positive things. Calming our mind, letting any negative thoughts float away. Good, let's link some breath to our movement now and breathe in and sweep our hands up and overhead. Exhale through heart center. Good, breathe in, circle down, around and up. Exhale through heart center. And one more time, just like that, breathe in, circle down, around and up. And exhale through heart center. Good, now let's take those hands in prayer and lift them up. Let's clasp our hands, but let our index fingers point to the ceiling. And we're going to side stretch to the right. Good, breathe in and come back up. And side stretch to the left. Breathe in, come back up. One more time each way. Side stretch right. And breathe in. Side stretch left. Good, breathe and come back up, and now we'll take a little twist. Left hand forward, right arm back, twisting to the right. Good, breathe and reach your arms up and overhead, and twist to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. Good, breathe and reach up. We'll do that one more time. Twist to the right. Good, lift your arms up and overhead and twist to the left. Good, breathe in and lift your arms. Now we'll take some half sun salutations. Exhale, swan dive forward, folding over your legs, Uttanasana. Hands come to the floor or maybe to blocks. Breathe into half lift, flat back. Exhale to fold forward. Good, breathe in and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Chin stays toward your chest until you sit up nice and tall. Let's take that 2 more times. Breathe in, lift your arms. Exhale, swan dive forward. Good, breathe in, half lift. And exhale, fold. Breathe in, roll up slowly, letting each vertebrae of your spine come up. And then one more time here, lifting your arms and folding forward. Good, breathe into half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming back to a neutral spine. Now we're going to warm up the spine even more, scooching a little bit forward, taking some cat-cows. Place your hands just above your knees on your thighs. Breathe in to roll down, shoulders roll down your back, but gaze stays lifted. Exhale, press into your thighs as you round into your back, chin to chest. rolling your back toward the back of the chair. Good, 2 more like that. Breathe and roll forward, creating a little arch in your back. Exhale to round. And 1 more time. Breathe in, roll forward. And exhale, round back. Good, breathe and come back to neutral spine. And now we're going to take some movements around the world. So we're going to sweep our arms up and overhead and then drop them down toward the floor on the right. Sweep past your feet, up on the left, and come down on the right. Good, up on the left, and down on the right. And 2 more like this, up on the left, and down on the right. Last one, up on the left, and down on the right. Good, we'll switch directions here. So up on the right, and down on the left. 3 more, up on the right, and down on the left. Last 2, up on the right, down on the left. And last one, up on the right, and down on the left. Good, breathe into half lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. And breathe in, slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Good, we'll take some arm movements now. We're going to take our arms into cactus, palms facing forward, bent at the elbows. And then we're going to bring our forearms together and then open them up. Good, a little movement here, warming up the muscles. And open up. It's like opening and closing the window or the shutters. Closing the window and opening it up. Good, just here for 3 and 2 and 1. Good, now take those arms nice and wide, parallel to the floor. And we're going to do some circles, just strengthening through those arms and shoulders. Good, we'll stay here for 30 seconds in one direction. And then we'll go 30 seconds in the other direction. Good, here for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse it. Good, 30 more seconds here. Remember that you are stronger than you think. And just send your breath to the area that is feeling really tight or stressed, probably your upper arms or your shoulders. Good, here just for 15 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, go ahead and float those arms down. That should feel really good. We'll move on to the legs now and just start to warm them up by stamping our feet. Good, this can be really great for increasing the circulation in your feet, which is great because it brings nutrients and oxygen to those parts of your body that sometimes don't get enough. Good, and maybe we'll add in the arms and really march it out. Stay here or maybe start running. Good, and we'll stay here for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Come on, you can do it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Breathe and sweep your hands up and overhead. And exhale, swan dive forward. Good, I'm going to readjust my mat here a little bit because I scrunched it all up. Breathe in, half lift. Exhale, fold all the way down. Good, breathe and slowly roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Sweep your hands up and overhead, maybe gaze up. Exhale through heart center. Good, now we're gonna move into some warrior poses here. So we're gonna drop a block right in front of our chair, and we're gonna use that to support our knee. So we're gonna turn to the left, drop our right knee on the block, and have our left knee pointing off the side of the chair. Good, grab onto the back of the chair so you can feel nice and supported. Make sure that your front ankle is right under your knee. And then we're gonna take that right foot and we're gonna step it or wiggle it back as far as we can make it go. Good, you're gonna try to create a stretch through this hip flexor here. And when you get your leg all the way back, you're gonna press into your heel and maybe give it even a deeper stretch. Good, raise that right arm up. Hold on with the left hand if you need to, or you're welcome to lift it up if you feel like you're fully supported. Good, coming into our crescent warrior pose here. Good, maybe gaze goes up to your hands. 3 breaths here. Try to roll your shoulders down your back. Good, on your next breath in, fold over that front leg, reaching your arms out parallel to the floor or dropping them all the way down. Good, this is our humble warrior. Good, pausing here for a breath. Good, next breath in, sweep your hands up. Coming into exalted warrior. Good, let's take that 2 more times. Fold forward, humble warrior. Breathe and lift, exalted warrior. Good, last one here. Fold forward, humble warrior. Breathe into lift, exalted warrior. Now we'll take our right hand and spin it all the way parallel to the earth. Take that back foot, maybe you plant it so that it's flat on the floor, and your left arm goes parallel too, coming into our warrior 2. Good, sit up nice and tall. We don't want to be leaning our torso one way or the other. Crown of the head is reaching up to the ceiling. Good, 3 breaths here. Gaze is over your front middle finger. Legs are nice and strong. Good, then let's drop that right hand down. Left hand sweeps up to the sky for reverse warrior. 3 breaths here. Feeling a nice stretch through your side body. On your next breath, bend into that left arm, place it on your left thigh, and sweep the right arm up to the sky for side angle. Really pressing that arm into the thigh. See if you can spin your heart to face even more forward. Shoulders are stacked one on top of the other. Baby gaze goes up to the thumb. Good, and then we'll take a little movement here. We're going to drop the right arm, reach the left arm up to the sky, and then come back to side angle. Good, 2 more like that. Drop the right hand, reverse your warrior, left arm reaches up. Exhale, side angle, right hand comes up, left forearm is down on the thigh. And last time, drop the right hand, left hand reaches up. Exhale, side angle. Good, breathe in and come back to warrior 2. 2 breaths here. And then float your hands down. Good, before we move to the other side, we're gonna come into goddess pose. So we're gonna take our heels in, toes pointing out. We want those ankles right under the knees. We're gonna sit up nice and tall. Good, maybe you just let your hands sit on your thighs, or you can bring your hands into a mudra, index finger and thumb touching, arms bent. Good, really press your feet into the floor, engage your thighs. Your shoulders are stacked right over your hips, just like we did before. Good, you can stay here or join me in lifting and lowering up and down, strengthening through your core. As you lift, pull navel to spine, increasing that core strength. Exhale down. Good, you can keep bouncing up and down if this is where you are, or you can join me in holding on the next lift, staying here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you can do it, 3, 2, 1, good, lower all the way down. Good, drop your hands, and now we're gonna shift our right knee off the right side of the chair, left knee comes to the block in front of the chair, and we're gonna come into that crescent warrior on this side. Maybe holding onto the back of the chair with your right hand to start, and taking that left foot back, wiggling it or stepping it back, and then pressing the heel back as far as you can, creating that nice stretch through this hip flexor. Good, lift the left arm up. Maybe the right arm joins it if you feel comfortable doing so. And we'll come into a humble warrior here. So breathe in and fold forward, folding over your right leg. Arms go forward or all the way down to the floor. Good, breathe in to lift, coming into our exalted warrior. Gaze goes maybe up to your hands, creating a little back bend. Good, we'll take that 2 more times. Fold forward, humble, and lift. Exalted. Last one, fold forward, humble, and lift. Exalted. Good, now take that left hand all the way around, pivot on that back foot, right arm is parallel to the floor. Maybe you have to adjust your pose like I do to create a comfortable position. Gaze goes over your right middle finger, warrior 2. Torso is straight up and down, front knee is right over your front ankle. Holding here for 2 more breaths. Good, now we'll reverse our warrior, right hand up, left hand down. Maybe gaze goes up to your fingers, holding here. And then bend into that right arm, bring that right forearm to the right thigh. Left arm sweeps up to the sky for side angle, creating a nice stretch through that side body. Stacking shoulder over shoulder here, pressing that forearm into the thigh and spinning your heart forward. Good, we'll reverse your warrior again, and then side angle. Flowing this a little bit here, reverse, and side angle. And one more time, reverse, and side angle. Good, breathe in, come back up to warrior 2, holding here. And then slowly lower your hands down. Good, we'll pull that left foot in, sit back on our chair, and we'll come into Navasana boat pose. We're gonna take that block out a couple of feet and bring our toes right on top of it. We're gonna scooch forward on our chair and place our hands behind us on the chair for a little bit of support. You want your back angled at about a 45-degree angle, and try not to lean all the way back onto your chair. Good, we're gonna play with lifting one leg and lowering down, and lifting the other leg and lowering down. Good, try to engage your core as you lift, pulling navel to spine, reducing any pain and ache in the back. Good, you can stay right here, alternating one and then the other, or you can join me lifting both feet up and trying to hold here. Good, maybe if you feel comfortable, you can extend your arms out in front of you, really engaging through your core for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower your hands, lower your feet. And we'll take a nice stretch, lifting up and overhead. Exhale, swan dive forward. Good, breathe into half lift. And exhale, fold. Good, slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time here. Head is the last thing to come up. And then we're gonna stand up and do a couple poses standing, holding onto the chair. Good, so we're gonna come to the left side of the chair here. I'm just gonna move that a little bit. Good, we're gonna take our right foot under the chair and our left foot about 12 to 18 inches behind it. We're gonna plant our hands on the middle of the chair, fingers spread nice and wide, toes are pointing in the same direction. And we're gonna try to level our hips so that if we drew a line from one hip to the other, it would be parallel to the floor. Good, we're gonna hold here. Maybe in order to adjust your hips a little bit, you wanna take your right thumb to your right hip and push it back a little bit. Generally, we're leaning a little bit forward and we wanna just level those out as much as we can. Good, and we'll pause here for 3 breaths. Breathing in and out, equal inhales and exhales. This is a great stretch for sciatica issues, and it's a wonderful thing to do every morning right when you get out of bed. Good, then we're gonna walk our hands up the chair. We'll take our hands, one hand at the side, one hand on the back of the chair, or if you feel comfortable and stable, both hands can come at your sides. Lift your heart up to the ceiling. Maybe you lift your gaze and hold here for 3 breaths. Creating a nice little arch here through the back. Good, and then hold onto the chair. Step your left foot forward, right foot comes back. Switching feet now, coming into that pose on the other side. Planting our hands on the middle of the seat, spreading our fingers nice and wide, leveling through those hips, maybe taking that left thumb now, pressing it into the left hip so that we can level out. Good, gaze is between our hands, just pausing here, 3 breaths. Good, and then walking your hands up the back of the chair, standing up nice and tall. One hand or both come to your sides as you lift your heart. Gaze maybe goes up, creating that little stretch through your back. Tiny little arch here for 3 and 2 and 1. Good, grab onto your chair, fold forward. Step your right foot under the chair now and bring your head all the way to the seat of the chair. Coming into our forward fold Uttanasana here, standing up. Good, we're gonna slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, tucking chin to chest as we come up, walking our hands up the chair or up our body until we're all the way standing. Good, now we're gonna sit back down and do a minute Shavasana here before we close out our practice. I like to take 1 or 2 blocks and put my heels on top of them, leaning back, letting my feet fall open, maybe bringing hands to your belly or one hand to the heart and one hand to the belly. Resting here, closing our eyes, coming back to the intention we set. Maybe it was gratitude, breathing in the awareness of all of our blessings, exhaling gratitude for all those things. Whatever it is, just quiet your mind, focus on your breath for the next minute, and I will guide you out of this practice shortly. Now start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Make some circles with your wrists and your ankles. Good. Take your feet back to the floor, keeping your eyes closed. Find a comfortable seat. Good. Place your hands on your thighs, or maybe bring hands to heart center. Offering gratitude for all things, including ourselves, let's bow our chin into our chest. The light in me truly honors and respects the light in each one of you. Thank you for joining me here today. Namaste. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more free rooted yoga from JNC Better Living. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me today. Comment below if there are areas that you'd like me to address in future yoga practices.